Hey guys, Hayden here again from Alarm System Store, and today we're going to be setting up the SEM210 from Alarm.com. This is a dual path communicator, meaning it uses both cellular and internet. Its primary usage is going to be cellular, so it's always going to be trying to look for that cellular signal first. If it fails, it can back up over to IP if you have the Ethernet dongle attached. Installation for this is very simple. It's a 4-wire connection, and the hardest part is knowing that the power wire goes to the battery rather than going to the main board on the system. Once you guys get this installed, essentially what it does is syncs with your panel and pulls all the information and sends it to Alarm.com. You'll have to send a signal test to us as we activate the account. So I'm gonna hop over to the table. I'm gonna show you guys how to wire this up and show you the minimal programming that needs done for your system. All right guys, we're here today and I'm going to set up a SEM210 module. I'm gonna show you how to wire it, and this thing has almost no programming. The only programming you'll do is a label broadcast from one of your keypads to upload your zone names, and you will do a system test. So first thing you're going to do is, if you bought service from us, check your email. There's an activation email in there that all needs filled out, and that'll have instructions on how to do all that. Once that's complete, power down your system, and I'm going to show you how to wire it in just a second, and then I will be back to explain the system test and label broadcast. Alright guys, so to wire up the SEM210 module, you'll look for this green terminal block right here. There's a 12 volt, a yellow, a green, and a ground. So the 12 volt is going to be red, and that is provided with the SEM210 box. It's got a fuse on it and it's going to connect to the battery. Second terminal is going to be yellow, third is going to be green, and the ground will be a black wire. So this is 22 gauge 4 conductor, and I'm going to hook up these 3 wires. Alright, now once you have those 3 wires connected, we'll open up the little package, get the red wire out. On one end, you'll see an open wire. On the other, you got a quick connect. So we're going to take the open end, wire it into the 12 volt terminal. Now, let's hop over to the panel. I'll show you how to wire that. Back at the panel, we're going to take our 3 wires that we connected to the SEM210, the black, yellow, and green. Fold back the red wire, and then we are going to connect them just the same as keypad wires. So your black is going to go on a black, yellow is going to go on yellow, and green is going to go on green. Now, for the red wire, we're going to come down here to the battery. And as you'll notice, on the end of the red wire is what is essentially a double quick connect connector. So you'll take the red quick connect off of your battery. You will slide the SEM210 wire onto the battery. And then you will take your red battery cable and hook it onto the top of the quick connect from the SEM210. So this is what it'll look like, and that is where you get your power. Alright, so after you have powered up your SEM210 module and let it do its zone sync, it takes about 15 minutes. Technically we have a trouble here, I just don't have a siren hooked up, so what we're going to do once your sync is complete is you're going to hit *6 and enter your master code. Ours is default 1234. And then you are going to scroll to the right until you see system test. You should only have to scroll once. And you're going to hit *. Now, what that does is sends out a signal basically testing everything on the system. If you got a siren hooked up, the siren will sound for a second. It'll send a signal out of the communicator. And once we see that signal, we can finish activating your Alarm.com account. If you don't have labels broadcasted yet, you can hit *8, 5555, programming. And to broadcast labels, what you'll do is whenever you see this screen, red lock, hit star, it'll say enter LCD section. Now what we need to do is type 998, and then it's going to ask if you want to broadcast labels. Hit star. It'll also send them to alarm.com. It may take a couple minutes for it to update, but what it's doing right now is sending out all those labels that you've programmed into this keypad. Now, after you've broadcasted labels and we've finished activating the account, you will be sent a login link. Basically, you will create your account and set up your alarm.com notifications, and then you will be able to use your system with alarm.com.